trop quand ça dure. Alors je passe, je fraude, je tente. Première de ma promo, je préfère. Derrière moi ça grogne et ça gronde. La haine, moi j'en ai rien à faire. Ils veulent juste que je leur réponde. Allez, offrez-vous un peu de rêve à tous ceux qui ne font plus de trêve. Allez, allez, jetez-vous dans l'arène. Le roi est mort, vive la reine. Chacun est pour l'autre le suivant. Personne ne bouge, tout le monde attend. Marchez-vous dessus, montrez les dents. Crachez-vous dessus, il est encore temps. Allez, allez, allez. Allez, allez. Passent tous en silence, comme des tas de vers de terre. Ils ne veulent plus croire en la science. Ils ont toujours peur de l'enfer. Ils ne connaissent pas leur chance d'être si à sens unis. Jamais ils ne disent ce qu'ils pensent. Ils écoutent.
That was too easy. I had to do something harder.
Politique. Offrez-vous un peu de rêve à tous ceux qui ne font plus de trêve. Allez, allez, jetez-vous dans l'arène. Croyez-moi, vive la reine. Chacun est pour l'autre le suivant. Personne ne bouge, tout le monde attend. Marchez-vous dessus, montrez les dents. Crachez-vous dessus, il est encore temps.
It's delivering very reliable, smooth power, which is I'm not getting in any other wheel. This is definitely the best off-roading wheel I've ever ridden. And the only problem is traction. And I have a studded tire back at home, which I'm going to slap on, and I'm probably gonna make another video, so more on that later. Something they're doing is keeping those pedals more flat and level, so it's when you're going down hills, you don't have that tendency for the pedals to start slowly dipping down. If you have a Tesla or any 9-bot, you know that those pedals start dipping down hard. The tire is very similar to the MSX. It's an 18x3. It's nice and cushy. It's able to eat up a lot of those bumps, keeps it nice and smooth. So anyways, I'm gonna keep on riding, see if I can destroy this thing. Hopefully not, but son of a bitch. All better now. This time I was unlucky. I did the same thing on the MSX. I'm gonna save replacing the tube for when I put the studded tire in. Check that out. Anyways, I wanna go out and hit the streets, go out for a night ride, and give you my final thoughts. But first, let's talk about the specs.
The MSuper Pro is the successor to Gotway's MSuper X. From the outside, some of the most obvious changes are a slightly wider frame and even more tilted pedals, which are covered in mostly grip tape, but there's some rubber that's easily removable. The tire is pretty much the same 18x3-inch tire, but what drives it has drastically changed. The motor is now 2500 watts and is powered by an even bigger, more powerful battery with a range of about 40 miles realistically. They also added some amenities, including a spin kill button, Bluetooth speakers, dual headlights, and a slightly different tail light. But they didn't change a lot of other things like the LED design, the trolley handle in the back, the USB port, and the charging port. They did upgrade the stock charger to 300 watts, which can now fully recharge the wheel in about 6 hours. You have to buy a mudguard separately from Gotway. I don't know why they don't include it.
So also I should mention that this video is not sponsored, but erides.co.uk just give me this wheel so I can test it out. Thanks. It's time. Now the first thing I noticed when I'm riding this thing is the motor control is so much smoother. It doesn't have a choppy feeling to it. Just listen to that motor. It just sounds so good. Woo! You like that? I like that. We all like that. Now the acceleration on this thing is pretty intense. Check this out. Ready? Go! Since the motor is a little bit heavier, I'm noticing that like it doesn't want to go right away as easily, but the power is just ridiculous. If you can control it. The MSP has such good torque. It's such reliable power, and I can just count on it to be there. And it doesn't do anything weird with the pedals. I've taken the MSP up to 40 miles an hour without any problems. If you're listening to the beep, you're probably gonna get beeping around 30 miles an hour. Maybe around 32. You know.
Hello, 干嘛呢？
什么？
干嘛呢？直播？
我做
弄把这个关了，
为什么？
不让弄。
我
这个也别骑了。
我可以。啊 I have to go. All the public places are closed because of the virus, so then like the public places are closed, building places are uptight, everything's uptight right now. This is not a ideal video shooting day. I gotta say that I wish that the pedals were a little bit more flat like the MSX. I'm not too happy about it. Feels a little uncomfortable. So the MSP weighs about 3 pounds more, and I think the majority of that weight is in the motor. It feels a little bit more heavy to maneuver around with. I don't know if they changed the motor control or balancing algorithms or whatever, but the pedals stay flatter and makes it a lot easier and more stable. So when I'm going down the stairs, I have control. So when I'm cruising on the top speed, I'm just living on the beep, which is kind of annoying, but like partially not its fault because I'm just more comfortable with the speed on this wheel. The pedals work fine. The magnets hold them in place. When you step on them, they get really stuck. The MSC, just like the MSX, has a trolley handle in the back. Definitely way better than not having one at all, but it's not as comfortable in the back because you can lose control. It's a little bit easier. Oh, come back. The spin kill button is awkwardly placed on the side, and that's fine if you're going to carry up just a few stairs, but if you're carrying a flight of stairs, it's not convenient. This thing is pretty heavy. It's not the lightest thing, but if you're getting this wheel, you're getting it for power and performance, man. They've added a number of amenities, but it wasn't designed to take these from the very start, including Bluetooth speakers, a spin kill button, and a pretty powerful fan for heating capabilities.
That's the fan I'm talking about that's ridiculously loud. Why is it on right now? I don't know.
The MSP is able to keep the pedals much more stable over bumps. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the new tilted pedals because my feet aren't able to grip the pedals as well. It tends to wobble in a weird way that I can't explain. It's not the same that I've seen before. I just don't have as good handling of the wheel, and I'm not sure because that's because the pedals are tilted or the wheel's a little bit heavier or the frame's a little bit wider, but one of these things is just making it a little bit more difficult for me to manage. And I still have pretty good control of it, it's just not as good. So I think the major differences between the MSX and the MSP is that the MSX is a little bit more controllable and the MSP is a little bit more powerful. They're still both great wheels. I have to thank E-Rides again for sending me this wheel. I'll leave links down below where you can pick them up. All right, and again, I'm Kuji Rolls. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more reviews, I got more coming up soon. Hit that subscribe button down below.